Proctor.
That's all 4 actuators. Delivered and done. Nice work.
Right on schedule. I've completed the restoration of Prime's basic functions, and he's ready to go. In fact, it's getting difficult to explain to the system why it can't move right now.
Well, as soon as my scribes get those actuators in place, we'll have his arms and legs installed in no time. Which brings me to your next assignment. It won't be long before Prime can walk and talk, but he's missing one last important element. His nukes. Without them, his offensive systems aren't operating at peak capacity.
Shouldn't be a problem. Just tell me where they are.
I wish I could. Prime's bomb pack is fitted for Mark 28 nuclear bombs. The same type of bombs that were dropped from aircraft during the Great War. The Commonwealth was a major staging area for the military's Air Force, so we assumed we wouldn't have trouble finding them. But since we arrived, our scouting teams haven't located a single bomb.
That's going to be a problem. Without a fully loaded nuke pack, Prime won't have the firepower to take on the Institute.
Can I build the nukes like I built the actuators?
I could build you 1,000 nuke casings, right now. But we've got nothing to put inside them. The Mark 28s have a specialized nuclear payload that requires the correct balance of fissile materials in order for them to detonate properly. In other words, I'd love to mix you a cocktail, but I'm all out of liquor. But before you give up hope, there's actually a silver lining here. Proctor Quinlan has located some records regarding a military installation, which was used as a nuclear weapons storage facility. We're fairly certain this included a stockpile of the Mark 28s. The catch is that the installation is located somewhere within the glowing sea.
I'll head out there immediately.
Good, because that's exactly what we're asking you to do. Scribe Hayland's established a communications point on the frontier of the glowing sea. I suggest you head out there first, and establish a signal protocol with her so that the nukes can be airlifted out once you've located them. Hopefully, by the time you've returned, we'll be ready to wake Prime up, and you can say hello. Good luck, Knight.
It's right near Vault 95, huh?
Good to see you again, Knight. You've come a long way since you stumbled in the Cambridge police station.
Thanks, Halen. I assume the place is still in one piece.
We're doing the best that we can. We've had the occasional synth attack, but so far we've been able to keep them from overrunning us. Thanks to the reinforcements and the air support, I'd say that site was secure.
That's not surprising. After all, it's in good hands.
I appreciate that. Anyway, I know you don't have time for small talk, so I'll get right to it. I've had the men set up the equipment we'll need to pinpoint you once you've found the bombs. We've rigged up this distress pulsar to emit a unique tone that we'll be listening for. When you find the bombs, plant the pulsar, and we'll handle the rest. After that, you should probably head back to Proctor Ingram and bring her your report.
Doesn't sound too difficult.
Ah, no, not at all. You're only heading back into the most inhospitable place in the entire Commonwealth. Look, I know you've been through the glowing sea before, but remember to keep an eye on your Geiger counter. If you don't, the radiation will cook you from the inside out. Good luck, Knight.
didn't need to have more children. Still have these damn messages all over the place. We're running. You're doing it without me. Instinct is a powerful tool in our business. Rely on it. Train it up. It'll save your life. Promise. I wonder what the acoustics are like here.
Oh, I hope there's legendaries in here, and I hope they got real good weapons. Oh, cool! A rapid laser rifle. Let's see what it does.
heard something.
Oh, nice. You got something good too, I hope?
Got the blood pumping. Got me. Let's move it.
Wonder if this glowing one will be a legendary tool. Oh, okay. Nope.
Ammo isn't cheap. Can we just pay you to play dead?
I got National Guard training yard on the map, even though I haven't discovered it. I must have been near it. Oh, there's enemies nearby. Oh shit. It's letting me travel.
Commonwealth is a huge responsibility. We'll get the job done.
Excuse me, Proctor Ingram.
Looks like the Mark 28s are gonna do the trick. That was a good find.
I'll work with your team to ensure that Prime's bombs remain stable after they're loaded into his pack. It won't be too much of a problem.
Well, Dr. Lee, I have to admit, I couldn't have done this without you.
It's a little early to begin celebrating, Proctor Ingram. We haven't fully thrown the switch on Liberty Prime, and I'm just hoping all the work I've done to keep his system stable are gonna hold.
I have full confidence in the abilities of everyone here.
I appreciate that.
Proctor, all the readouts look green. I think it's time for you to perform the power shunt.
Actually, I think I'm gonna let you press the button. After all, without your help, we'd still be staring at a pile of disassembled parts.
It would be better if a trained technician performed that task, but I suppose you deserve to be the one to do it.
Liberty Prime, back online.
Alright, let's run a basic diagnostic on him.
Diagnostic command accepted.
Give him a moment. He needs to adjust to his new configuration.
Voice module online. Audio functionality test initialized. Designation Liberty Prime Mark II. Mission the liberation of Anchorage, Alaska. Primary targets any and all red Chinese invaders.
Now let me run a system analysis and battle readiness check.
Liberty Prime full system analysis. All systems nominal. Weapons hot. Warning. Nuclear weapon payload depleted. Reload required. Warning. Power core offline. Running on external power only. Core restart recommended. Ability to repel red Chinese invaders compromised.
Got green lights across the board here. He's looking good from where I'm sitting. Doctor, if you wouldn't mind keeping an eye on the big guy here, I'd appreciate it. Well, I have to admit, wasn't sure we'd be able to pull it off, but Liberty Prime's looking pretty good.
What was that he said about his power core?
Prime's in top shape, but his nuclear engine needs to be restarted. Right now, we have him running off of the Prydwen's engines. Once I get that sorted out, we'll send him off to kick in the Institute's front door. Before you head off to your next assignment, I have something for you. I came up with this little beauty myself. I think it'll add a bit more punch to your power armor.
This wasn't necessary, Ingram.
Come on. You earned the damn thing. Besides, Liberty Prime isn't about to run out and get you a gift. Anyway, that's enough of that. You better hightail it up to the Prydwen. Elder Maxson said he needed to speak to you as soon as you were done here. And thank you, Knight. Without you, none of this would have been possible.
Let's move it. Why'd they make these airports so big? Keeping the whole city.
Poor King.
Is there anything you wish to tell me, Knight?
Am I being accused of something?
That remains to be seen. Proctor Quinlan completed the decryption of the data you retrieved from the Institute. A portion of his findings included a list of synths that went missing or escaped from their underground facility. After careful analysis of the information, we've discovered something unprecedented. Paladin Danse is a perfect match for one of the synths on that list.
The data must be faulty.
The findings have been validated by multiple sources. Quinlan wouldn't have brought this to me if he wasn't 100% certain of the results. The data you brought back included a record of each subject's DNA. We keep the same information on file for all of our soldiers. Paladin Dance's DNA is a perfect match for a synth they called M797. To make matters worse, he's gone AWOL. Disappeared without a trace. His sudden absence simply reinforces our conclusion that M797 and Paladin Danse are one and the same. I'm finding it difficult to believe that he never confided in you, and then swore you to secrecy.
After everything I've achieved, why would I jeopardize my position here?
You make a fair point. Apparently I've misjudged you, which means I've decided to take you at your word. However, that doesn't absolve you of your duty. Danse is a synth. He represents everything we hate. A monstrosity of technology. Our mission in the Commonwealth is clear. The Institute and its creations need to be destroyed in order to preserve our future, which leaves me facing the most difficult order I've ever given. I'm ordering you to hunt down Danse and execute him.
I won't do it. Danse deserves a chance to explain himself.
Danse may have a stick up his backside, but he's our pal.
You will do it. This is not up for judgment or debate. I'm giving you a direct order, Knight, and I expect you to follow it without question. Listen, I'm not blind to the fact that Danse was your mentor, and this isn't an easy burden to bear. But if we're to remain strong, we can't afford to make exceptions. Even when it means executing one of our own. Find Proctor Quinlan. He's been analyzing the data and should be able to provide you with a starting point. And Knight, there's a promotion for you riding on the results of these orders. So don't disappoint me. You're dismissed.
We've been making the rounds, doing the job. It's time you learn the big secret. Everyone thinks that Desdemona is the big boss. She calls the ops, gives the rah-rah speeches, but it's just an act. She does what I tell her to because the railroad, it's my show. It's been that way since I founded it.
You really founded it?
Sure. Me and Johnny D and Watts. Hell, that was 60, 70 years ago. After a while, you lose count. We've come a long way since the beginning. We've done a lot of good, saved a lot of sins. But we're about more than that. We are the last and only line of defense between the Institute and the Commonwealth. Hell, maybe even the world.
Any perks being close to the big boss?
Now that I don't have to hide, sure. Tinker Tom will set you up. But the best perk is seeing behind the curtain. People think our missions are all about synths, but there's more going on. We are building a better, brighter Commonwealth. The Railroad really is the best, noblest organization that's ever lived. I can't keep up with this bullshit.
Ah, I knew you were lying to me, you bastard.
Of course you did, but hopefully there's a point here. A lesson, if you will. There's other organizations out there, and in time, I'm sure they're going to spoon-feed you their own patented form of bullshit. Ignore the verbiage and look at what they're doing, what they're asking you to do, what sort of world they'd have you build, and how they're going to pay for it.
Yo, thanks for the advice.
I don't know if it's your good old-fashioned pre-war values or you just won the genetic lottery, but anyone that has you in their corner has an advantage. And at the end of the day, you'll need to make a choice. Make it the right one.
Attention all Brotherhood soldiers. If you have not yet received your Squire mentorship assignment, please come see me on the
you're
bridge.
responsible for restoring Liberty Prime.
Repeat, if you have not received your mentorship assignment, please report to the bridge. That is all.
I need some supplies, Doctor.
Scribes have been stocking us up. Help yourself.
Oh shit, I went way over.
I always suspected there was something weird about Paladin Vance.
With Liberty Prime back in action, this war's as good as won. Now, what can I do for you?
Set me up.
Sure, I've got something that'll put us...
Hey, Chad.
In my experience, hot shots and big mouths end up with close cuts.
Oh, Knight. I was told you were coming. Sorry about this business with Dance.
I don't need apologies. I need to know where he is.
Yes, you're quite right. I've been poring over Dance's duty reports, and unfortunately, I haven't found any concrete information. As you're well aware, Dance had intimate knowledge of the Commonwealth, and I'm afraid he could be seeking refuge anywhere. I think our best approach would be to identify every location he's ever visited and eliminate them as possibilities one by one. You may want to get comfortable. This could take quite a bit of...
What the hell is this crap about Dance being a synth?
I assume your outburst was a reference to some doubt regarding Dance's identity. I can assure you that my findings are quite accurate, Scribe.
So he sets Dance up, and then you knock him down. Is that it?
I don't like your tone, Halen.
My tone? Who cares about protocol at a time like this? I can't believe that after everything Paladin Dance did for you, you're just gonna turn your back on him like this. There's obviously been a mistake, and we need to get to the bottom of it.
Scribe Halen, you're addressing a senior officer, and you will show him the respect that he's due. Or so help me, I'll have you brought up on charges. Now, unless you're here with information that can assist us, I suggest you return to the police station immediately.
Of course. My apologies, Proctor. I believe I have some information that's relevant to the search.
Very well then. Would you care to enlighten us? Or do we have to wait until you decide to grace us with your knowledge?
Knight, if you'd accompany me to the flight deck, I'd like to show you the information I've compiled firsthand. I've stored the data on my Vertibird gunship's computer.
I'll take anything that gets me closer to finding Dance.
Yes, sir.
Proceed, Knight. I'll continue doing my research here.
If you'll follow me, sir. Do you actually plan on killing Paladin Dance?
I haven't decided yet.
Well, before you do, I need you to listen to what I have to say. I've known Paladin Dance ever since I was an initiate. He trained me, showed me the ropes, and when I screwed up, he taught me to dust myself off and move on. He's earned my admiration, my respect, and my friendship. I don't care what Quinlan's report says. I don't care if he's a machine or not. He's still Dance.
That's a bold statement.
It's more than just a statement. It's a plea. Dance is the most selfless person I've ever met. I've watched him risk his own life based on nothing more than principle alone. That's why I'm asking you, not just as a member of the Brotherhood, but as a human being. Give him a chance. Let him tell his side of the story. If you're not convinced by what he says, or somehow he's become truly lost to us, then you do what you have to do.
All right, I'll hear him out.
That's all that I ask. I'll just have to trust that when the time comes, you'll do the right thing. Before the Pribwin showed up, Dance had me identify a fallback point if we ever lost the police station. It was Listening Post Bravo, an old pre-war U.S. military outpost on the northern frontier of the Commonwealth. It's isolated, and we're the only ones that knew about it. So, there's a good chance that's where he's headed. Just be careful. There's no telling what state of mind he's in right now, or if he trusts any of us at all.
If you need it, there's shelter and supplies.
Fighting again. If they left anything useful for us. Looks like the bomb took out the building. Bombs can do that, you know.
Ambushed on the road. We're outnumbered 5 to 1. Barnum, report.
We're down to 5%!
We'll have to scuttle the armor. We can't let them have it.
Farham!
Damn it. Aspen set to self-destruct. Ferris, fall back. We'll head for the old military base, then try to make it to our holdout. The code will be our call sign. All right, move, move, move!
its defenses like that? They're building it for a damn
I'm not surprised Maxon sent you. He never liked to do the dirty work himself.
Why didn't you tell me, Danse?
Because I didn't know. Until Quinlan got that list decoded, I thought synths were the enemy. I never expected to hear that I was one of them. If it wasn't for Haylen, we wouldn't even be having this conversation. So, what are your orders? Does Maxon even want me alive?
No. But I'm hoping there's a way out.
Don't be ridiculous. Look, I'm not blind to the fact that we're good friends, and this must be very difficult for you. I wish Maxon had sent someone else, but that doesn't change a thing. I'm a synth, which means I need to be destroyed. If you disobey your orders, you're not only betraying Maxon, you're betraying the Brotherhood of Steel and everything it stands for. Synths can't be trusted. Machines were never meant to make their own decisions. They need to be controlled. Technology that's run amok is what brought the entire world to its knees, and humanity to the brink of extinction. I need to be the example, not the exception.
The empathy that you're showing me, it's a human emotion.
I appreciate what you're trying to do, but I've made my decision. I'm ready to accept the consequences of my true identity. Maxon's ordered you to execute me, and I'll be damned if I'm going to stand in your way.
No. I won't do it, Danse.
I can't believe you'd risk your life just to keep me alive. Why would you do that for me?
I've already lost my family. I don't want to lose my friend.
You're right. How could I have been so blind? I should consider how my death might affect the people that care about me. People like you and Haylen. Perhaps now that you've opened my eyes, I can consider my next move.
Whatever you decide to do, I've got your back.
Thank you, my friend. But I have my own path to follow. The only clear choice is for me to leave the Commonwealth. The sooner I make for the border, the sooner I put this behind me. Take my holotags. Use them to prove that your mission was a success, or Maxon will just send someone else to hunt me down. Now, come on. Let's get the hell out of here.
Corpse squatting, I'm good to go. Hey, I got something important to say. I really appreciate you putting up with my bullshit. Truth is, it's been a long time since I've had a I'm a liar. Everyone knows it. I make no secret of it.
Ground floor.
Hey, I got something important to say. I really appreciate you putting up with my bullshit. Truth is, it's been a long time since I've had a friend. I'm a liar. Everyone knows it. When I was young,
We all make mistakes when we're young.
A mistake or two, yeah. But what I did? I ran with a gang in University Point. We called ourselves the UP Deathclaws. For kicks, we'd terrorize anyone we thought was a synth. We kept egging each other on. Started with some property damage, graduated to some beatdowns. Then, inevitably, a lynching. The Claw's leader was convinced we'd finally found and killed the synth. Looking back, I'm not so sure.
I'll withhold judgment until you finish.
Thanks. So I turned my back on my brothers, broke all contact. Time passed, I became a farmer, if you can believe that. Then, one day I found someone. She saw something in me I didn't know was there. Barbara, well, she just was.
Leaving the Deathclaws took a lot of courage.
Leaving wasn't free. They took it out on my sad hide. But by the time I met Barbara, they'd moved on. We were trying for kids, eking out a living. Then one day, it turns out my Barbara, she was a synth. She didn't know that. I certainly didn't. I don't know how the Deathclaws found out, but there was blood.
Shit. I'm sorry.
I don't remember much clearly after that. I know I killed most of the Claws. I must have made a big impression. The railroad contacted me figuring I'd be sympathetic, seeing that I lost my wife. And, well, what I did afterwards.
After what happened to my family, I can understand.
I thought you might. I don't even know why I lie anymore. But I can't tell the truth. Everyone, Tom, Dez, you, even that asshole Carrington, they deserve to be on the railroad. I don't. I'm everything wrong with this whole fucking Commonwealth. You're the only... Hell, I'm not even asking.
Hey, everyone's got a past. The important thing is you're trying to make up for it. I'm still on your side.
I'm not the hugging type. So, yeah. Good talk.
Fallout 4. I played Skyrim too much lately. I'm getting sick of it. So I went back to Fallout 4 temporarily. Plus, there's a problem with Skyrim. Maybe you can help me solve the problem.
Okay, what's the problem? Another glitch?
No, it's either a glitch or there's something wrong with the game.
Okay.
You ever heard of a place called Arkwin Point?
Yep.
You can't do any more shouts after you get there.
No. No, that's a glitch, dude.
Yeah, and I thought I found out how to fix the glitch because there was a video on YouTube, but it don't work.
No, it really doesn't. No, it doesn't work. No.
So once you get the Arkwin Point shout, you can't get no more.
Right.
Unless you cheat and download a mod called Ultimate Player Start.
Let me find out. You be trying to take the shortcut.
Oh no, I only do that once in a while when that happens, when the graybeards won't give me any more shop like the Iron Guard won't give me any more shop like because of Arkwin Point.
Yeah, they are a bit stingy, aren't they, the graybeards?
They're prejudiced.
Yeah. Here you are trying to do a mission and save the world, and the graybeards are like, oh no, we can't let you do that.
Pathak needs to pay for his crimes. If you do that, you're not our friend anymore.
Right. But I killed Parthenox, and then I didn't kill him because I was curious to find out what the results were. If you kill Parthenox, you have to bring Delphine some followers to like join the Blades, and then when you have like a bunch of followers, Esbern will send you and the other Blade members that you bring to join the group on dragon missions to slay dragons.
Oh, really?
Play that, yeah. But if you don't kill Parthenax, nothing happens.
Yeah, I've been meaning to ask you something about that.
Yeah.
How are you supposed to get somebody to follow you and talk to Delphine?
You gotta pay either a mercenary or some type of bodyguard, or even your house Carl can join the Blades.
Yeah, but how do you do it? I don't understand how you do it.
You gotta meet people in town that are like looking to hire, or some of them will come up to you and say, hey, if you need a good swordsman, I'm your man. And then they'll like ask you to hire this person for 500 or you know, stuff like that. That's how you do it.
So I gotta hire. Well, let's take the girl in Whiterun, for instance, that's in that one bar or pub or whatever.
Yeah.
You gotta pay her 500 gold to hire her. I forget. It's not Ulfgard the Unbroken. It's the other one.
It's the Redguard.
Janessa.
The Redguard woman.
No, Janessa.
Oh, Janessa. Yeah.
The one with the weird face.
Yeah.
Now, okay, let's say I hire her for 500 gold. She's my follower. How do I get her to join the Blades?
Oh, you gotta go back to the Skyhaven Temple where like Esbern and them are. You like see Delphine because she's always in there walking around or doing something.
Yeah.
And you go up to Delphine, and Delphine will be like, "Oh, who is your friend?" And then you say, "I think that she'd be good to join the Blades," and they would have to take the oath just like you did.
That's why it's not working then. I got a mod called Multiple Follower System, and that's probably why I'm not able to figure out how to work it, because I can't use that mod if I want people to follow Blades.
Right. Yeah. But that's how you do it, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. Me? So I make sure I collect every coin in every little treasure chest or whatever, or I like go to every caravan to the Khajiit, sell all my stuff, you know, and stuff like that. Then I save my money, and when it comes time to that mission about the Skyhaven,
I can already tell from what you're saying that you have no idea what I'm about to say. You don't have to go scrounging around for gold.
No, but I do it because it not only kills time, but I also like to explore other places that aren't on the map, because in that game, there are places in Skyrim that are not on the map.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, you do know about Akiri's chest, don't you?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, okay.
Of course. After I did all that and completed the whole game, I really couldn't do anything else, because I'm looking around trying to find missions, and the only missions I could do are for the Jarls, and even the Jarls ran out of missions after a while, and then I would have to wait a day, and then come back and ask for more missions. But once you've like done everything in Skyrim, got like the most powerful armor, all the most powerful weapons, all that and stuff, you really can't do anymore, because they don't give you more content unless you have a PS5. If you have a PS5, they got so much content that you could download on the Skyrim game.
Oh, really?
So many mods. Yes, so many, man. So many. It's crazy. But, like I said, you gotta have a PS5, though, to continue on the adventure.
Thanks.
How dare you betray the Brotherhood?
It's not his fault. It's mine.
I'll deal with you in a moment. Knight, why has this thing not been destroyed?
channel 20?
Where you?
In the crack. I put the stick in the crack on the wall.
Oh, okay. Right here? Hello.
Clifford? Yeah. You had a chance to go yet?
I'm all right now.
Right now.
Let's just watch some Buffalo Bills.
The Bills are playing?
Yeah.
How they doing?
They just started.
Shoot, I ain't got regular TV, so I can't watch it.
Do you know of an app called Yahoo Sports app? It's a free app that lets you watch all the sport games.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yahoo Sports app. All you gotta do is download it, give them a email address, password, and they'll ask you what team that you like, and you can watch it on your phone, or you could stream it on your PlayStation from your phone.
Nice.
You didn't know that?
I wonder if I can get that app in the Play Store.
You probably could, but if you can't, go to the NFL app, the NFL Live app. You could get it like that too. Or you could just watch it on Channel 8.
That's what I mean. I ain't got local TV because I ain't got a TV that I can set. Well, I do actually, but I would need an antenna.
Oh, you don't have an antenna?
Destroyed.
He's still alive. Because you're wrong about him.
Him! Dance isn't a man. It's a machine. An automaton created by the Institute. It wasn't born from the womb of a loving mother. It was grown within the cold confines of a laboratory. Flesh is flesh. Machine is machine. The two were never meant to intertwine. By attempting to play God, the Institute has taken the sanctity of human life and corrupted it beyond measure.
After all I've done with the Brotherhood, all the blood I've spilled in our name, how can you say that about me?
You're the physical embodiment of what we hate most. Technology that's gone too far. Look around you, Dance. Look at the scorched earth and the bones that litter the wasteland. Millions, perhaps even billions, died because science outpaced man's restraint. They called it a new frontier and pushing the envelope, completely disregarding the repercussions. Can't you see the same thing is happening again? You're a single bomb in an arsenal of thousands, preparing to lay waste to what's left of mankind.
Dance wants to save mankind, not destroy it.
You're as delusional as you are insubordinate. How can you trust the word of a machine that thinks it's alive? A machine that's had its mind erased, its thoughts programmed, its very soul manufactured. Those ethics that it's striving to champion aren't even its own. They were artificially inserted in an attempt to have it blend into society.
It's true. I was built within the confines of a laboratory. And some of my memories aren't my own. But when I saw my brothers dying at my feet, I felt sorrow. When I defeated an enemy of the Brotherhood, I felt pride. And when I heard your speech about saving the Commonwealth, I felt hope. Don't you understand? I thought I was human, Arthur. From the moment I was taken in by the Brotherhood, I've done absolutely nothing to betray your trust, and I never will.
It's too late for that now. The Institute has foolishly chosen to grant you life. You simply should not exist. I don't intend to debate this any longer. My orders stand.
It's all right. We did our best. You convinced me that I was wrong to be ashamed of my true identity, and I thank you for it. Whatever you decide. Know that I'm going to my grave with no anger and no regrets.
Touching. Either you execute Dance, or I will, Knight. The choice is yours.
After all the sacrifices I've made, and all the battles I've fought for the Brotherhood, you need to listen to me. You owe me that much.
Very well. I'm listening.
Whether he's human or not, Dan saved the lives of countless Brotherhood soldiers. Now it's time you saved his.
You're a stubborn man. So, it appears we've arrived at an impasse. Allowing Dance to live undermines everything the Brotherhood stands for. Yet you insist that he remains alive, which leaves me with only a single alternative. Dance, as far as I'm concerned, you're dead. You were pursued and slain by this Brotherhood Knight, and your remains were incinerated. From this day forward, you are forbidden to set foot on the Prydwen, or speak to anyone from the Brotherhood of Steel. Should you choose to ignore me, know you'll be fired upon immediately. Do we understand each other?
I do. Thank you for believing in me, Arthur.
Don't mistake my mercy for acceptance. The only reason you're still alive is because of him. I'm returning to the Prydwen Knight. Take some time. Say your goodbyes. And then I expect to see you there. We still have the Institute to deal with.
It took a hell of a lot of guts to stand up to Maxim like that.
At least we know he isn't chasing you anymore. If you stay here, you should be safe.
That's an excellent suggestion. I didn't plan on spending the rest of my days at this old listening post, but it will have to do. Besides, you're still gonna need my help, and I'll be damned if I'm gonna let you wander the Commonwealth alone. Now, you better get back to the Prydwen. In the meantime, I'll start making this bunker more livable. If you ever need me, I'll be right here.
Goodbye, Dan.
Farewell. I hope the next time we meet, it will be under happier circumstances.
Dance ran away. He must be killed.